Ahmad's father, Asbud Sahib, was a respected imam in the village and belonged to a noble landlord family. But despite his wealth, he was known for his generosity and compassion. No one in the village ever slept hungry. He treated orphans as his own children and was a source of shelter for the poor. Ahmad grew up following his father's path, humble, kind, and deeply pious. He never mixed with bad company, and whenever he saw wrongdoing among his friends, he would warn them gently. He never looked at women with impure thoughts and always tried to keep himself away from sin. One day, while Ahmad and his friends were chatting near the water tank, one of them suddenly said, "Look at that girl, how beautiful she is. Fair skin, long hair, and such attractive eyes." Without realizing it, Ahmad glanced at her, and for a moment his heart stopped. But instantly he remembered his father's advice. His father always said, "Never look at a woman with lust. Consider every woman as your sister, because the way you look at someone else's sister, someone else might look at yours." He also remembered his teacher's words. The first accidental glance is forgiven, but the second, done with intention, becomes a sin, and Satan begins to make a home in your heart. Ahmad immediately lowered his gaze. But to his surprise, the girl came closer and said softly, "Come with me, Ahmad. I'll give you something you could never imagine." It shocked everyone. That girl had never spoken to any boy before, but today she was speaking only to Ahmad. Her friends' faces lit up with excitement. One whispered, "You're so lucky, brother. Go quickly. You'll never get a chance like this again." But Ahmad, with anger in his eyes, said to the girl, "Your behavior shows what kind of person you are. I don't even want to look at you. Leave now." The girl, insulted, turned away and left. Ahmad ran home, performed ablution or wudu, and stood for prayer. His heart was trembling. This was the first time he had faced such a temptation. For a moment, his mind wavered, but by Allah's mercy, he was saved. After finishing his prayer, he froze. Right in front of him sat a huge black snake, its red eyes glaring at him with rage. Terrified, Ahmad screamed for his servant. The servant ran to his room, but before entering, the snake vanished into thin air. Ahmad told him, "There was a huge black snake here. Find it and kill it." The servant searched every corner but found nothing. He said gently, "Maybe you are worried or anxious about something. That's why you are seeing things." And he left. That night, Ahmad again saw the snake, this time coiled on the floor, hissing with fury. But once again, it disappeared before the servant arrived. Days passed. Ahmad continued his nightly prayers, tahajjud. That night, when he stood for prayer, the same black snake appeared again, right in front of him, raising its hood and hissing. Ahmad was terrified, but he didn't break his prayer. After he finished, the snake vanished once more. But Ahmad didn't know the snake was not there to just scare him. It was a sign of something far more dangerous, a force more cunning than the devil himself. Meanwhile, Ahmad's old friends, those he had once left for their bad habits, began to plot against him. One said, "We will trap him so the whole village will stone him to death. Soon he will become the imam. We must ruin his reputation before that." Another added, "If he is caught committing a sin, his father will punish him himself." They planned everything carefully. A few days later, they came to Ahmad with tears in their eyes. "We have repented, brother. We have changed. We won't sin anymore. We want to be your friends again." Ahmad, believing they were sincere, forgave them, though a small doubt lingered in his heart. They said, "Let's have dinner tonight at Azmat's house. We will cook ourselves and eat together. We'll return home before the night prayer." Ahmad agreed, but when they reached the house, it looked strangely empty. Each friend made an excuse and left one by one until Ahmad was alone inside. Suddenly, there was a knock at the door. Ahmad opened it, and there stood a beautiful girl dressed in tight, revealing clothes. Before he could speak, she entered and locked the door from inside. Smiling sweetly, she said, I have loved you for a long time. Tonight it's just you and me. Let's make this moment unforgettable. Ahmad stepped back in fear. Stay away from me. I will not commit sin. Then he realized she was the same immoral girl from the village, known for her mother's bad reputation as well. He rushed towards the door, but it was locked from the outside. His so-called friends had trapped him. Open the door, he shouted. You can't trap me like this. The girl came closer and whispered, Forget everything. Look at me. Every man dreams of this moment and I am offering it to you. Ahmad cried out, Ya Allah, protect me. Suddenly, the door burst open on its own. Ahmad ran out straight to his home, fell into prostration and thanked Allah for saving him. His friends were stunned. They never expected that Allah himself would protect Ahmad's honor. But the test was not over yet.
The next day was special. Ahmad was to lead his first prayer as Imam. He was only 18, and his father, Azmad Sahib, was proud. My son, he said, tomorrow you'll lead the prayer in the mosque. Tonight, lead us all in prayer at home. Ahmad's heart raced. He feared making a mistake, but he prayed, O Allah, help me lead this prayer with honor. He began reciting the Qur'an beautifully. Halfway through, he heard a soft hissing sound from the right. With the corner of his eye, he saw the black snake again glaring at him. He ignored it and continued praying. In the final prostration, the snake leaped and coiled around him, his chest, his shoulders, his arms, squeezing tightly. He could barely breathe. Death felt near. But still, Ahmad did not break his prayer. In his heart, he whispered, Nothing can happen without Allah's command. I will finish my prayer. As soon as he finished and turned for salam, the snake loosened its grip, hissed loudly, and sat quietly before him. Everyone watched in shock. Then the snake spoke in a deep human voice. No need to call an exorcist, Imam Sahib. The task I came for has failed. I am leaving. Who are you? His father demanded. Why did you harm my son? The snake bowed its hood slightly and said, I am a jinn, a servant of the devils. My duty is to lead humans astray, to fill their hearts with evil thoughts and make sin look beautiful to them. Your son has been righteous since childhood. My masters were angered by this and commanded me to corrupt him. I tried everything. I appeared as a beautiful woman. He did not look at me twice. I trapped him in an empty house. He fled and sought refuge in Allah. I used his friends, but he refused their invitations to sin. I even disturbed him during his prayers, but he remained steadfast. Today I tried one last time, hoping he would break his prayer out of fear, but even when death seemed close, he didn't move. I have failed. Father Azmad replied firmly, You can never harm those whom Allah protects. Faith and trust in Allah defeat every whisper of Satan. The snake hissed in rage and said, I will never give up. I will keep trying. Then it vanished. Everyone fell into prostration, thanking Allah for His mercy. Tears streamed down Ahmad's face as he looked upward and prayed, O Allah, keep me forever on the straight path. The next day, Ahmad became the Imam. His father soon arranged his marriage, knowing that marriage completes one's faith and protects from many sins. Dear viewers, Satan never gives up. He tempts us at every turn, makes sin look beautiful, and fills our hearts with doubt. Our only defense is strong faith, constant prayer, and staying away from sin.